Hello, everybody. Yoko Double 7 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we've got the 7 and 16 Minnesota Twins taking on the 10 and 14 Texas Rangers. This is game 2 of a 3-game series between the Twins and the Rangers. Twins taking game 1 of the series. Rangers looking to see if they can tie this series up. Twins looking to see if they can go up 2 games in this series. Let's take a look. Who's going to come out on top? We'll find out in 9 innings time. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Leading off, the shortstop, Matt Tolbert. Batting second, the second baseman, Brendan Harris. Batting third, the catcher, Joe Manure. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Justin Monroe. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Michael Cuttier. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Jason Kubel. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Damon Young. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Mike Lamb. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Craig Monroe. On the mound for the Rangers, it is Kevin Millward. Comes into the game with a 6.41 ERA. He's got 2 wins and 2 losses. He's pitched 32 1/3 of an inning, allowed 53 hits, 19 strikeouts, and 9 walks. We're here at Rangers Park, which gives nothing to strikeouts but a +2 to walks and nothing to home runs. And with that, Matt Tolbert makes his way over to the batter's box. He's batting at .262 as the home plate umpire dusts off home plate, and we're ready for the first pitch. And that is going to be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. We're going to start this game off with a range play. Now, in a range play, we're going to check the first number of the defense. And whose range are we going to check? That'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's a pop-up to the third base to Valquez. His range is a 1. It's a 3. He won't be able to make the catch in time. And with that, Tolbert will lead off with a base hit. And let's take a look at the starting defense for the Texas Rangers. We've got Kent Alonso out there in left field. Hamilton will be in center. Murphy will be at right. Going around the horn, we've got Valquez on third. Young will be at short. Kinsler will be on second. Burchard will be on first. Jared will be behind the plate. And Millward will be on the mound. Runner on first. Anytime we have a runner on base, we do roll for strategy. And that is a 17, so it's going to be a sacrifice play. Infield is at double play depth. Brendan Harris is up. He's batting a .229. And the pitch. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. It's a double question mark. And with that, it is a successful sac bunt, butt rating of a 4. And the 5 is in range on a 1-16, making that a good bunt. Bunts it to the catcher. As Harris will get thrown out at first, but Tolbert will go to second. Joe Manor, 1 out. Manor batting a .311, infield at normal depth. Runner on second. Strategy roll is a 12. Twins holding off. And the pitch. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. That is a possible strikeout on a 1-5. The 14 is too high. And that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. It's a base hit out there in the center field. Tolbert will go to third. Manor will be on first. The question is, does Tolbert pick up the extra base? Let's take a look. On singles hit to center field, He'll go from second to home on a +1. We take 1d6, roll it. That is a 2. And the rule says here, if the roll is less than or equal to the ABR, the runner advances. Base run rating of a 4. The die roll is a 2. And the Twins will strike first. It's 1-0 Minnesota. Justin Monroe up. He's batting at .354. Strategy roll is a 17. Twins holding off. Infield at double play depth. 1 out. And that'll be a 4-3. Column 4, row 3 at the ballpark. So anytime you roll the at symbol as your result on the pitcher card, you resolve the play using the ballpark card. And that'll be a 2-3. Column 2, row 3. It's an S +9. So it's a single to Murphy. And we're going to check to see, does Monroe... Now, on an S+ result, all runners will advance 2 bases regardless. So Manor will go to third on that one. Now we go, and then it's Justin. So a roll of a 4, and he is out at second. He tried to take that single, stretch it to a double, but Murphy throws it to Kinsler, who tags him right as he runs right by him. And that'll be the out. He's thrown out at second. Two outs, and with 2 outs and runners on base, we add a +1 to the base run rating. Strategy roll is a 5. Twins holding off. Infield at normal depth. Runner in scoring position. Michael Cuddyer comes up. He's batting at .346. And the pitch. And that'll be a 5-2. Column 5, row 2. That's a range play. Whose range are we checking? And that'll be a 5-5. Column 5, row 5. It's a fly ball back there to Hamilton. Hamilton's range is on a 1-2. It's a 2. Hamilton will make the catch. And that will retire the side. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and the Twins will leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Texas Rangers. Leading off, the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Batting second, the shortstop, Michael Young. Batting third, the center fielder, Josh Hamilton. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the designated hitter, Hamilton Bradley. Batting fifth, the right fielder, David Murphy. Batting sixth, the catcher, Jared. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Frank Cantalonta. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Ben Bouchard. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Raymond Valquez. On the mound for the Twins, it is Scott Baker. Baker will come into the game with a starting ERA of a 4.43. He's got 1 win and 1 loss. He's pitched 20 1/3 of an inning, allowed 22 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 4 walks. And with that, Ian Kinsler, batting a .341, steps up into the batter's box. And we're ready to start the bottom half of the first inning, and that's going to be a 4-3. Column 4, row 3. That's a wild pitch. Nobody is on, so we're going to roll for the batter. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's a double out there in the left field to Young. As Young will go chasing it, picks it up, throws it to Toblet, as Kinsler will go to second, standing up. Next up, let's take a look at the starting defense for the Minnesota Twins. Young will be out there in left field. Monroe will be in center. Cuddyer will be in right. Going around the horn, we've got Lamb on third. Toblet will be at short. Harris will be at second. Monroe is on first. Manor will be behind the plate, and Baker will be on the mound. Michael Young batting all the twos, 222. Strategy roll is a 17. Rangers holding off. And the pitch. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3, strikeout plus. Now, On a strikeout plus, we add 10 to the strikeout range, and anything from the ballpark. The Rangers ballpark on strikeouts is neutral, so no addition or subtracting needing there. So it's a straight 10. The die roll is at 18. Struck him out looking. And we'll mark that one down as a backwards K. Struck him out looking, and he goes down on strikes. Next up, 1 out, runner on second. Strategy roll is an 11, infield still at normal depth. Josh Hamilton batting a .266, and the pitch. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a strikeout. It's a strikeout right now because Baker has not faced his allowed number of batters. On a 1 to 10, the 14 is too high. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2, fly ball. Back there to center field. Monroe sees it, eyes it up, makes an adjustment, makes the catch, and puts 2 away. And we'll check to see if Kinsler will move to advance to third. On balls hit to F8, we subtract 1 from the base run rating. The die roll base run rating is a 4, and the rule says if 1d6 is less than or equal to the adjusted base run rating, we advance to third. Otherwise, we hold. The die roll is a 5. The base run rating is a 4. Kinsler will hold. And with that, we've got runner on second with 2 outs. Milton Bradley is up. He's batting a .328, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 14. That is a 14. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. And the Rangers will also leave 1 stranded. After 1, Twins 1, Rangers 0. We go to the top of the second. It's Jason Krubel, Damon Young, and Mike Lamb due up for the Twins. Jason Krubel batting a .243, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. That's a strikeout. On a 1 to 10, the 14 is too high. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2, fly ball back there. Hamilton will quickly run, makes the catch, and puts 1 away. Damon Young batting a .264. And that'll be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. That is a hit by pitch. Kevin gives a -2. That makes the hit by pitch rating a 6. The D20 says it's a 9. And the 9 is too high. So he doesn't get hit by the pitch. It's a 1-1. Instead, it's a line drive to the shortstop for 2 away. Mike Lamb batting a .159. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. That is a blank. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. Ground ball to second base. Kinsler will make that catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning as the Rangers retire the Twins in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. It's David Murphy, Jared, and Frank Cantalonto due up for the Rangers. David Murphy batting a .268. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5. That is a split result. Now, a split result off of the pitcher card, you're going to look at the batter card, and you'll see if the batter is left or right-handed. In this case, David Murphy is a left-handed batter. So on the pitcher card, we're going to look to the left-handed side of the slash, and it's a blank. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. Ground ball up the middle to Baker. He'll make the catch, throw it over to first base for out number 1. Next up, it's going to be Jared, and this is the first time we're seeing him. No, he's played in 3 games. He had 2 at-bats, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. That is a strikeout plus on a 1-28. That is an 11. Struck him out looking. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Frank Cantaloupe. He's batting at .315, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. That is a walk on a 1-10. The 12 is too high. And that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. It's a ground ball to Harris. Harris will make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors as the Twins retire the Rangers in order. After 2, it's Twins 1, Rangers nothing. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's Craig Monroe, Matt Tolbert, and Brandon Harris due up for the Twins. Craig Monroe batting a .282, and the pitch. And that'll be a 6-4, column 4, row 6. At the ballpark. We're going to go to Rangers Park for this play, and that's going to be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. It's a ground ball down the first baseline. Bouchard will make that catch. And out number 1. We go to the top of the order. Matt Tolbert, 1 for 1 today with a run scored. And the pitch. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. It's a possible error. Now, on an error check, that's the number in the brackets. Whose error range are we checking? And that is going to be a double to Hamilton. Hamilton's error range is on a 1-5. It's an 8. No error by Hamilton. However, it is a double for Tolbert. It's a one-hopper off the wall. And with that, Tolbert will get on with a double. Brandon Harris up. Harris is 0 for 0. Strategy roll is a 15, and the pitch. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1-12. That is a 12. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Joe Manor. Manor is 1 for 1 with an RBI. Strategy roll was a 4. Twins holding off. Infield normal depth. And the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's a blank. And that is going to be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. Now, split result on the pitch, on the batter card. Same thing, but this time we take a look at the batter card. At the pitcher card. And we see that Miller is a right-handed pitcher. So on the batter card, we look to the right-handed side of the slash. It's a double out there in the left field. And with that, it's an RBI double by Joe Manor. The Twins are up 2-0. And that is going to bring up Justin Monroe. Monroe is 1 for 1. And the pitch. Strategy roll, by the way, is an 11. The Twins holding off. 2 outs. 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a range play. And that's going to be a line drive. It's going to be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. Line drive to Young. Young's range is on a 1-3. It's a 1. Young will make the catch. And that'll be 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors, and 1 left on for the Twins. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's going to be Ben Bouchard, Raymond Valquez, and Ian Kinsler due up for the Rangers. Ben Bouchard batting a 143. And the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. Home run chance on a 1 to 11. That is a 3. It needs to be an 11 or less. It's a 13. Nothing from Burchard as a home run. Instead, it's a ground ball to the third base, to the shortstop. Tolbert will get it, throw it over to Monroe. And out number 1. Raymond Valcrez batting a .333. All the threes. And that'll be a 3-3. Column 3, row 3. That is a blank. And that'll be a 1-1. Column 1, row 1. It's a fly ball back there to right field. Cuddio will go back, make the catch. And that will put 2 away. Ian Kinsler batting a 1. He's 1 for 1 today with a double. And here is the pitch. Kinsler, 2-6, column 2, row 6. That is a hit by pitch. On a 1 to 3, the 10, too high, outside of the range. Baker will give a -5. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a single to Monroe out there into center field. So Kinsler will get on with a base hit. Two outs, and that's going to bring up Michael Young. Young is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is an 18, and the pitch. Rangers holding off. And that is going to be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. That is a strikeout. On a 1 to 10, that is a 16. It's too high. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3, double star 4. That's a fly ball back there to Cuddio. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Rangers. After 3, it's Twins 2, Rangers nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. Michael Cuddio, Jason Kubel, and Damon Young due up for the Twins. Michael Cuddio, 0 for 1, and the pitch. And that'll be a 4-4. Column 4, row 4. That is a blank. Cuddio, 1-1. Column 1, row 1. Double star 2. It's going to be a fly ball back there to right field. Murphy will get underneath it. Make the catch and put 1 away. Jason Kubel, 0 for 1, and the pitch. Kubel, 1-1, column 1, row 1. Strikeout on a 1 to 10. That is a 3. Struck him out. And that'll put 2 away. Damon Young, 0 for 1, and the pitch. Young, 4-1, column 4. Column 4, row 1. That is a blank. Young, 5-3, column 5, row 3, double star 1. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Hamilton. Hamilton will get underneath it, make the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Rangers retire the Twins in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Josh Hamilton, Milton Bradley, and David Murphy. Josh Hamilton, 0 for 1, and the pitch. And that'll be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. It's a ground ball to Harris. Harris's range is a 1. It's a 4. He can't make the play in time, as it'll go right by him, and with that, he is 4 for 10 on his range plays. Next up, it's going to be Milton Bradley. Is he going to be the key to getting a run on the board for the Rangers? We'll find out. He's 0 for 1 today right now with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 16, and here is the pitch. And that'd be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a strikeout plus on a 1-24. That is a 16. Struck him out. And that'll put one away. So one out, runner on first. Strategy roll is a 9. David Murphy is up. Murphy is 0 for 1. Infield double play depth, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. Strikeout plus on a 1-19. That is a 4. Struck him out looking. And back-to-back strikeouts. That's going to bring up Jared. Jared is 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up. Strategy roll is a 4. Rangers standing pat. And that'll be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. It's a wild pitch. On a 1-14, it's a wild pitch. 15-16, it's a pass ball. It's a 2. It's a wild pitch. And with that, Hamilton will go over to second on the roll. And 3-3, column 3, row 3. It's a fly ball back there to Cuttier. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. And the Rangers will leave 1 stranded after 4. It's Twins 2, Rangers nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. Mike Lamb, Craig Monroe, and Matt Toblet due up for the Twins. Mike Lamb 0 for 1 and the pitch. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. That's a strikeout on a 1-7. The 16 is too high. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. Double star 2. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Murphy. Murphy will make the catch. And that'll put 1 away. Craig Monroe 0 for 1 and the pitch. Monroe, 5-1, column 5, row 1. That is a blank. And that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. It's going to be a fly ball back there. Hamilton will get underneath it. Make the catch, and that'll put 2 away. By the way, Valquez is 0 for 5 on his range plays. Kinsler, nothing yet on his. Bouchard is 1 for 5. Top of the order, Matt Toblet, 2 for 2 today with a double and 2 runs scored. And that'd be a 4-3, column 4, row 3 at the ballpark. And that'd be a 3-2, column 3, row 2, double star 6. Fly ball back there to Cantalonto. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors. As the Rangers retire the Twins in order, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Frank Cantalonto, Ben Bouchard, and Raymond Valquez due up for the Rangers. Frank Cantalonto is 0 for 1 and the pitch. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. Strikeout plus on a 1-16. That is a 1. Struck him out. Ben Bouchard, 0 for 1 and the pitch. Bouchard is 4-5, column 4, row 5, at the ballpark. And that is going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. It's a double out there in the center field. And it's a 1-hopper off the wall. Monroe will get it. Young comes over, throws it over to Toblet. Bouchard will hold at second. So they throw it to the cutoff man, and that'll hold the runners. Raymond Valquez, 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 12, and the pitch. Infield, by the way, is at normal depth. And that's going to be a 2-2. Column 2, row 2. Possible error on a ground ball. And that'll be a 2-2. Column 2, row 2. Ground ball to Monroe. His error range is on a 1 to 2. It's a 12. No error there. And with that, the out will be at first. Bouchard will go to third. So 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, and we go to the top of the order, seeing Kinsler. Kinsler is 2 for 2 today with a double. Strategy roll is a 3. Rangers holding off. And the pitch. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. That is a strikeout plus on a 1 to 17. That is a 9. Struck him out. Struck. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And the Rangers will leave 1 stranded after 5. It's Twins 2, Rangers nothing. Go to the top of the 6. It's Bennett and Harris, Joe Manor, and Justin Monroe due up for the Twins. Bennett and Harris 0 for 1 with a strikeout and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-1, column 1, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 12. That is a 10. Struck him out. Joe Manor, 2 for 2 today with a double and an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-1, column 3, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 5. That is a 2. Struck him out. And that'll bring up Justin Monroe. Monroe is 1 for 2 today. 3-4, column 3, row 4, range play at the ballpark. And that'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. It's a double to Murphy. Murphy's range is on a 1 to 3. It's a 6. Murphy can't make the play. And Monroe is on. He'll keep the inning alive with a double. Valcrez, by the way, he's 0 for 5 on range plays. Bouchard is 1 for 5 on his range plays. Kinsler, nothing there. Young, 1 for 1 on his. And Murphy is 4 for 14. Strategy roll is a 13. Michael Cuttier up 0 for 2. And the pitch infield normal depth. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. Strikeout on a 1 to 8. 17, too high. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. Power hit to Murphy. On a 1 to 9, it's a single. On a 10 to 11, it's a double. 12 to 19, he hits a triple. It's a 15, and Cuttier smacks a triple. And Murphy will go chasing that. Hamilton will come over. 1 run scores. Monroe will score. Cuttier will go to third. It's an RBI triple for the Twins. It's 3-0 Twins. And with that, Jason Kubel, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is an 18. And the Twins holding off. And the pitch. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. Home run chance on a 1 to 15. That is a 12. It's in the range off of Miller. Now, passes the first part of the check on a home run chance. Now it's got to be a 15 or less for Kubel. It's an 11. It's a home run. It's a 2-base home run. Kubel smacks it down the right field side. Murphy runs back, but that ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is into the upper decks. And it's out of here. 2-run home run by Jason Kubel. It's 5-0 Twins. Damon Young 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-2, column 4, row 2, strikeout on a 1-10. That is a 5. Struck him out. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and none left on for the Twins. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be Michael Young, Josh Hamilton, and Milton Bradley due up for the Rangers. Michael Young, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And that'll be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? And that'll be a 6-4. That's a fly ball back there to Young, column 6, row 4. Young, range on a 1-3. It's a 5. Young can't make the play, so it's failed on that. It's going to be a single. We roll 1d20. If it's a 5-20, it's a single. If it was a 1-4, it would have been a double. So it gets by Young. The other Young gets on with a base hit. And Young is 5 for 17 on his range plays. Josh Hamilton, 1 for 2 in the pitch. Runner on first. Strategy rolls are turned off. They're turned off right now because we take the difference of the score. Hamilton, the score is 5-0, so it's a difference of 5. We take the 5, add it to the inning we're in, and that gives us an 11. If the number that you get when you add the difference to the inning, if it's higher than 10, you don't roll for strategy until you bring that number down under than 10. And with that, it's a 2-6 hit by pitch. And with that, column 2, row 6 hit by pitch. Baker will give a -5. That makes it a 2. The 10 is too high. 1 out. No outs, runner on first, and that's going to be a 5-3. Column 5, row 3. It's going to be a ground ball to Harris. Harris will make the catch. And with that, it is going to be well, let's see. Young, 6 players only at first. Young will go to second. And the out is at first, so 1 out. That's going to bring up Milton Bradley. Bradley is 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts and the pitch. Bradley, 3-6, column 3, row 6, strikeout on a 1-14. The 19 is too high. And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. It's going to be a base hit past down the third baseline. And with that, Young will go to third. He would advance from second to home. On a base run rating of a 4-6, that is a 2. He will hold. So the Rangers have runners on the corners, and that's going to bring up David Murphy, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is a strike. On a 1-9, 16 is too high. 6-6, column 6, row 6. That's going to be a line drive to Monroe. He'll make the catch. And no double play there, but he does record the out. And 2 away keeps the runners hold at first on the corners. And with that, Jared will be up. He's 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's a strikeout on a 1-18. That's a 7. Struck him out. Struck him out. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Rangers. After 6, it's Twins 5, Rangers at nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Mike Lamb, Craig Monroe, and Matt Tolbert due up for the Twins. Mike Lamb 0 for 2 and the pitch. By the way, Kevin Miller can face one more batter before he is considered tired. That'll be a 6-2, column 6, row 2, hit by pitch. That's a 0. The 9 is too high. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's going to be a pop-up to Valcrez. He'll make the catch. And that'll put 1 away. Craig Monroe, and with that, Millard is now tired. So if we roll a 3-2, a 6-1, or a 3-6, we will have to go to the bullpen. And right now, the Rangers bullpen is warming up. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. That is a blank. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. It's a base hit past Young. Monroe will get on with a base hit. We go to the top of the order. Matt Tolbert, 2 for 3 with a double and a run scored. And the pitch. Miller, got a little bit left in the tank. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's a strikeout. On a 1-10, that is a 2. Struck him out. And that'll put 2 away, and that's going to bring up Brandon Harris. Harris is 0 for 2 with 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, column 6, row 5. That's a strikeout. On a 1-12, the 14 is too high. 5-1, column 5, row 1. It's a ground ball to Bouchard. He'll make the catch and sing. Take me up to the ball game. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Twins. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Frank Cantaloupe, Ben Bouchard, and Raymond Valcrez due up for the Rangers. Let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 had been played here at Rangers State at Rangers Park. Minnesota came out swinging in the first inning. They scored a run in the first, a run in the third, and 3 runs in the sixth. It's 5 runs on 9 hits and no errors. The Rangers, they have been shut out so far, but have only managed 6 hits, so no runs on 6 hits, no errors, 15 hits between both teams. Scott Baker can face one more batter before he is considered tired. And with that, Frank Cantaloupe will step up into the batter's box. He is 0 for 2. Bullpen for the Twins starting to warm up as well, too. Frank Cantaloupe, actually with that, Baker not going to continue on. They are going to pull him. So the Twins are going to go to the bullpen, and they're going to bring in Craig Barslow, I believe. Yep, Barslow is going to come in. Barslow comes in the game with a 1.17 ERA. He's got no wins and 1 loss. He's pitched 7 2/3 of an inning, allowed 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Scott Baker, he went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 8 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 3.42. Frank Candelonto 0 for 2 with the strikeout and the pitch. And that'll be a 4-4, column 4, row 4, double start. Now, double star off of the pitcher card in the physical game. You'll take 1d6, roll it. That'll tell you the auto out. In the PC game, which is what we're playing here, it'll be a randomly chosen, and that's going to be a ground ball to Harris. I'll make the catch and put one away. Ben Bouchard 1 for 2 today with a double. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. That is a double star. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Young. Young will get underneath it. And that'll be 2 away. And Raymond Valcrez up. Valcrez 0 for 2. And that'll be a 4-2, column 4, row 2, double star, fly ball back there to Young. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Twins retire the Rangers in order. It's 3 up, 3 down. After 7, it's Twins 5, Rangers nothing. We go to the top of the 8th. It's going to be Joe Manor, Justin Monroe, and Michael Cuttier due up for the for the Twins. We do have a new pitcher on the mound for Texas, for the Rangers. And Texas is going to go with they're going to bring in C.J. Wilson. Wilson going to comes in the game with a 4.50 ERA, no wins and no losses. He does have 3 saves. He's pitched 4 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Kevin Millward, he went 7 innings, allowed 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run, and ERA of a 6.41. So with that, it's going to be 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. We do have a couple other changes to their lineup. Cantalonto will come out in left field. They're going to bring in David Murphy. Murphy is already in the lineup. Okay, so Murphy. They're going to bring in Jason Ellison. Will take over at left field. At third base, they're going to bring in Adam Helmuth. So those are the changes there that they're going to make. They're going to leave everybody else as is. Joe Manor, 2 for 3 today with a double, a strikeout, and 2 RBIs. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. That is a blank. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. And that will be good for a base hit. So Manor is on with a base hit. Infield at normal depth, Justin Monroe, 2 for 3 today with a double and a run scored. Runner on first, no outs. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. Strikeout on a 1-6, the 20 is too high. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. Double star 1. That's going to be a ground ball to Kinsler. Kinsler will make the catch. We'll check for double play rating, +1, Young being the pivot. So ground ball at second, the pivot being the short. The die roll is a 6. The ground double play rating is a 3. But however, on a roll of a 6, the play is only at first. Manor will go to second, and the out will happen at first. Michael Cuttier, 1 for 3 today with a triple, a run, and an RBI. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. That's a strikeout. On a 1 to 12, the 17 is too high. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, to Young. He'll make the catch. Out will happen at first. Manor will advance to third. Runners advance when balls hit to the shortstop or the pitcher if the BR of the runner beats a die roll. That was a 3. That was a 1. 2 outs, and Manor are now only 90 feet away. Jason Kubel, 1 for 3 with a home run, a strikeout, a run, and 2 RBIs. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a walk plus on a 1 to 30. Because remember, we add 10 to that range. That's where we get the 30 plus the 2. So we're adding 12. And with that, and that'll be a walk, and that puts runners on the corners. Damon Young, 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 12. The 15 is too high. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5, ground ball to Young. Young makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on by the Twins. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ian Kinsler, Michael Young, and Josh Hamilton due up for the Rangers. Now, we do have a couple changes to the Twins defense here. Monroe will come out at first. They're going to bring in Howie Clark. Clark will take over at first. At third base, Nick Punto will take over at third. Harris will stay there. Shortstop, shortstop's going to stay as is. Second base, they're going to bring in Matt. Shortstop. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Tolbert will take over at Tolbert will take over at second. And for the shortstop, they're going to bring in Alexei. That is the changes that they're going to make. And with that, Kinsler, 2 for 3. We do have a new pitcher on the mound. Craig Barslow is done. And with that, they're going to bring in Matt Guerrera. Matt will come into the game with a 9.0 ERA. He's got no wins and 1 loss. Does have 1 save. He's pitched 8 innings, allowed 11 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Ian Kinsler, 2 for taking a look at the stats for Craig. He went 1 inning, has an ERA of a 1.04. Excuse me there. Kinsler, 2 for 3 with a double and a strikeout and the pitch. One, 3, column 1, row 3. That is a walk. On a 1 to 13, that is a 13. That's going to be good for a walk. So Kinsler will get on with a walk. That's going to bring up Michael Young. Young is 1 for 3 with a strikeout and the pitch. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3, strikeout on a 1 to 10. The 19 is too high. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5, double star 2. It's a fly ball back there to Monroe. He'll make the catch. And that'll put one away. Josh Hamilton. Hamilton 1 for 3. And the pitch. Runner on first. Infield normal depth. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is a blank. And that'll be a 4-4, column 4, row 4, double star 3. It's a ground ball to Tolbert. Tolbert will make the catch. And we'll check for a double play. Nothing there, but the roll is high, so Kinsler will get forced out at second. So the roll, if the roll is greater than the base run rating, it's a force out at second. It's a -1 from Matt. Makes it a 0. That's where we get the 4 from. That's where we get the 5. So 2 outs and Hamilton on by fielder's choice. And here is Milton Bradley. Bradley is 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and the pitch. 2 outs, runner on first. Infield normal depth. And that's going to be a 1-1. Column 1, row 1. Possible error on a throw. And that'll be a 1-4-5, column 4, row 5, double to Monroe. Monroe's error range is a 0, so no error there. It's a double. Hamilton will go to third. He's waved around, and on a 6 or higher, the runner will advance. There is no throw. So with that, Hamilton scores on an RBI double by Bradley, and the Rangers are on the board. It's 5-1. David Murphy is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Murphy going to take the hit here. And that is going to be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. Double question mark, double star, and a 1-8. The 13 is too high. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4, double star 3. That's a ground ball to Tolbert. He'll make the catch. And that will retire. And that retires the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 8, it's Twins 5, Rangers 1. We go to the top of the 9th. It's Nick Punto, Craig Monroe, and Matt Tolbert due up for the Twins. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Let's take a look at the box score after 8 have been played here in Rangers Ballpark. The Twins scored a run in the first, a run in the third, 3 runs in the 6th. They've been shut out since the nothing so far in the 7th and in the 8th. It's 5 runs on 10 hits and no errors. The Rangers scored the only run in the 8th inning. It's 1 run on 7 hits and no errors. 17 hits right now between both teams. And with that, Wilson is done. So Wilson going to come out of the game. And the Rangers are going to bring in Eddie. Eddie Garado. No ERA. He's got 1 save. No wins, no losses. 1 save, no ERA. He's pitched 5 innings, allowed 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for C.J. Wilson. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, an ERA of a 3.60. Nick Punto, 0 for 0. He's batting a .243. And the pitch. Punto, 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's a range play. At the ballpark, it's going to be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. It's a base hit past Young. Young's range is on a 1-3. It's a 5, can't make the play. It gets by him, and Punto will lead off with a base hit here in the top of the 9th. Young 1 for 2 on his range plays. He's 50%. Craig Monroe 1 for 3. Runner on first. And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. Possible error. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. It's a ground ball to Kinsler. Kinsler will make the catch. Error range. No error there. And it's going to be good for a double play. +1 for the ground double play rating. The pivot being the shortstop. Young will... We take a look here. That is a 3. The die roll is a 3. It's in range for a double play. It's a 4-6-3 double play. Double play there, and we go to the top of the order. Matt Tolbert got out of a jam on that one. Tolbert is 2 for 4 with a double, a strikeout, and 2 runs. And the pitch. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3, range play. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1, ground ball to Kinsler. Range is on a 1-3. It's a 3. Kinsler will make the catch. And he covered ground to make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's Jared, Jason Elson, and Brendan Burchard due up for the Rangers. Rangers are down by 4. They need 4 to tie, 5 to win. And with that, Matt Guerrier will come off the mound. And I want to say they're going to bring in Joe Nathan. Twins are probably going to bring in Joe Nathan for this. Yep, Joe Nathan going to come in. So Nathan comes in the game with no ERA, no wins and no losses. He does have 2 saves, 9 innings pitched, 3 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Nathan does have a special K rating. We will talk about that when it comes into play. And with that, Matt Guerrier, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, an ERA of a 9.0. Jared is up. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. They're not going to let Jared take the hit. And Brandon Boggs will come in. Boggs will come in for the hit. He's batting a 400. And the pitch. 4-2, column 4, row 2, double question mark, double star, a 1-5. The 6 is too high. Special K rating on a 1-8, the 9 outside of the range, and that's going to be good for a base hit to Monroe. So 1 out, runner on first, and that's going to bring up Jason Ellison. He is 0 for 1 today, batting a 111, and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? That is a 1, and that is going to be a strikeout. Struck him out. Struck him in. That's going to bring up Ben. Ben is 1 for 3 with a double. 1 out, runner on first. Ben's going to take the hit. And that'll be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. Double question mark. Double star and a 1 to 5. 7 is too high. 17 outside of the range. It's going to be a ground ball to Clark. Clark. Is it a double play? No, it is not. +2. That makes it a 4. The die roll is a 5. Boggs is forced out. And with that, Ben will get on with a base hit by fielder's choice. And with that, the Rangers are down to the last out. It's Adam, who is batting a .292 and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. It's a range play. Special K rating on a 1 to 8, 18 outside of the range. It's going to be a fly ball back to the Monroe. His range is a 1. He'll make the catch at the wall. That's the game. And that is the game as the Minnesota Twins defeat the Texas Rangers 5-1. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Hamilton. Oh, and with that final line score coming right up. So the Minnesota Twins defeat the Texas Rangers 5-1. 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. The Rangers 1 run on 8 hits, no errors. Scott Baker picks up his 2nd win. Kevin Millward picks up his 3rd loss of the game of the season. Jason Kubel hits his 4th home run of the replay. And let's take a look at the stats. Monroe was 1 for 1 on his range plays, made that last catch there. Scott Baker will pick up the win. He went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 8 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 3.42. Joe Nathan, the last pitcher up for the Twins, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no ERA. Kevin Miller picks up the loss. He won 7 innings, allowed 9 hits, 5 strikeouts, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of a 6.41. Greg Guerrero, the last pitcher up for the Rangers, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, no ERA. So that is going to do it for us here at Rangers Ballpark. The Twins will improve to 8-16, and the Rangers will drop to 10-15. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies games. Until then, I'm Yoko007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.